the death of Mark Duggan, a catalyst for unrest. On August 4, 2011, Mark Duggan, a 29-year-old black man, was fatally shot by police in Tottenham, North London. His death set off protests and debates over police practices, institutional racism, and social inequality in the UK, ultimately leading to some of the most intense civil unrest in recent British history. Mark Duggan grew up in the Broadwater Farm estate, a part of Tottenham known for its history of clashes with police and a challenging socio-economic environment. Described by his family and friends as a loving father of four and a familiar face in his community, Duggan had also been on the police's radar due to alleged connections with gang activity. However, his family firmly denied that he was involved in criminal activity at the time of his death, and his life remains a subject of debate and conflicting narratives. On August 4, 2011, Duggan was travelling in a minicab through Tottenham when the vehicle was intercepted by officers from the Metropolitan Police's Specialist Firearms Command Unit. Police had received intelligence that Duggan might be carrying a firearm, allegedly obtained earlier that day. They were conducting Operation Trident, a unit focused on gun-related violence within London's black communities. When the police stopped Duggan's minicab in a planned hard-stop manoeuvre, events unfolded quickly and led to his death. The police claimed that Duggan was shot because he posed a threat to officers, and there was a perception among the officers that he was armed. Confusion about the details of Duggan's death quickly emerged. Initially, police sources suggested Duggan had fired at officers, which was later proven to be false. It was determined that Duggan had not fired a weapon. A firearm was found about 20 feet from the location of Duggan's body, wrapped in a sock, but it was never conclusively established that Duggan was holding or aiming it during the confrontation. The initial police communication was seen as misleading, sparking anger in Tottenham and raising questions about police transparency and accountability. The perception that Duggan had been unarmed and wrongfully killed by police soon spread, especially among residents already frustrated with policing practices. On August 6, 2 days after Duggan's death, his family and friends organised a peaceful protest outside Tottenham Police Station, demanding answers. They felt that the police had not communicated with them and were not forthcoming about the investigation. Tensions ran high as protesters waited for hours without any police response. By evening, frustration turned into confrontation, and the situation escalated. The anger spilled over, resulting in violence and looting in Tottenham. Over the following days, riots spread to other parts of London, and then to cities across England, including Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool, and Bristol. The unrest continued for 5 days, leading to widespread property damage, clashes with police, and the arrest of thousands. It was one of the largest riots in modern British history, leaving behind a trail of destruction and igniting debates on race relations, inequality, and policing. The Independent Police Complaints Commission, IPCC, launched an investigation into Duggan's death, and a coroner's inquest took place in 2013. The jury faced the complex question of whether Duggan's death was a lawful killing by police. In a controversial verdict, the jury concluded that Duggan's death was lawful. They found that, although Duggan had not been holding a gun at the time of his death, the officers' belief that he posed an imminent threat could justify their response. The jury's decision provoked public outrage, especially within Duggan's family and community, who felt justice had not been served. Mark Duggan's death and the events that followed highlighted deep-rooted issues within British society, including racial tensions, police accountability, and the socio-economic struggles faced by marginalised communities. His case became emblematic of broader grievances against the police, particularly among black British communities who felt disproportionately targeted and mistreated. In the years since Duggan's death, his family has continued to campaign for police reform and accountability. His mother, Pamela Duggan, took the case to the European Court of Human Rights, arguing that the UK failed to protect her son's right to life. The debate around Duggan's case and the subsequent riots has also prompted greater scrutiny of policing policies, especially the controversial stop and search tactics that disproportionately affect black individuals in the UK. The 2011 riots left an indelible mark on British society, spurring discussions on social inequality, racial justice, and the complex relationship between law enforcement and the communities they serve.